Today I'm going to be reacting to videos of Andrew Tate. He's actually talking about business models like dropshipping a lot, and he actually has a lot of good things to say about it. So I just actually selected a few clips of the Andrew Tate saying the exact same things I was preaching for the last 2 years. Everything he's going to talk about here is literally the things I was talking about for years and are super important. And I actually support everything he says in every single clip here, and let's just go through them and I'm going to explain to you what it is, what's good about them and why.
Man, most people have no idea how to make money. So I had a guy come to me and he started dating some semi-famous girl with a big Instagram account. And he come to me and says, bro, she's big in Serbia. I want to launch a makeup brand. I was like, how much you need? He goes, I need $250,000. And I said, listen, what's your plan? You get $250,000 to do what? He goes, well, I'm going to build the website. Then I'm going to buy all the stock and I'm going to base it in Serbia in a warehouse so I can sell it out fast, same day delivery. I was like, okay, fine. Let's do something else instead. I'll give you $2,000. Make the website, take the pictures, get the product designs, put it online, launch it, put it all over her Instagram, launch it, start selling, take in all the money, buy the stock with the money that comes in, with the new money, so you're never in debt to anybody, you're not in debt to me either. Buy the stock, fulfill, start your company from nothing, right, and be rich.
Literally just explain dropshipping, first of all. This is literally dropshipping. You, instead of buying inventory and putting all this money up front, you first sell. And what he's saying here is don't put any effort into anything before you have a proven concept. Don't put any effort in there, don't put any crazy amount of money in there. Just start by making the most important thing, which is selling. And he's also not telling you to make a perfect logo here. He's just talking about how do you sell items. That's it. That's the only thing you need. So you sell them first and then you worry about the rest. Because without orders, you don't have the problem of order fulfillment. That's not your problem right now. You don't have any orders, so don't even think about the next problem. For example, in my program, you're gonna have literally suppliers instantly hand it to you, which have 1 to 2 week shipping times. Totally fine. They find every single product for you. It doesn't matter which one, and it's gonna be good. However, if you would buy inventory first and you would want all this like 1 or 2 day shipping times, why? Why do you want this? The only reason why you would want this is because you think that people would not buy if they see that you have 1 to 2 week shipping times on your page. If you would clearly say that, you're gonna think, yeah, my conversion rate is gonna drop, it's not gonna work out, people are not gonna buy. But you have no clue because you just think that. You think that you personally would not buy there and it means that nobody else would. But it doesn't matter because your personal opinion is not relevant at all. You need to just understand people are buying it. And if you say you have 1 to 2 week shipping times, that's totally fine. You don't need any stock, no inventory, no nothing. You literally just get started. Obviously, you should not have like 30 to 60 day shipping times like the AliExpress things, but with our suppliers, it's super simple to get 1 to 2 weeks. Now, when you actually get the orders, then you can start focusing on getting better shipping times. But that's just such an advanced problem, and most people have this issue where they focus on things which are not relevant for their situation. You're gonna think about all those things which are gonna come ahead, and you try to take out all the problems which are gonna be in the future instead of focusing on the only problem you have right now. And the only thing is, you don't have a product you're selling, you don't have a good ad, you don't have a good store, you don't have a good offer, you don't have any of that. So first start with that.
Why women should cook and men shouldn't cook, which, by the way, as somebody who's like running her own show, I understand, because opportunity costs.
Completely. You ain't got time to waste. I know broke dudes out here cooking breakfast, cooking lunch, cooking dinner. You're wasting how many hours? No wonder you're broke. Like, cooking should be a luxury for the ultra rich. If you're a man out here and you cook meals and you're not a millionaire, you're fucked up. You're fucking up your life. So stop.
And again, this is the same thing here. You need to focus on things which are important and gonna make you money. If right now your priority is making money, it's not gonna help you to make your bed. It's not gonna help you to wake up at 4 a.m. and go for a jog. It does not matter. If you have no money, you need to focus on making money if that is your priority. So what do? You just focus on money-making activities and make those your priority. And I know that sometimes you feel productive when you do all the other things. Exactly like he said, you're gonna feel productive when you cook. You're gonna feel productive when you focus on your logo. You're gonna feel productive when you make a perfect store. But none of this matters. Your focus is something else. And you don't need a perfect logo, you don't need all of this. You just get into this self-help cycle and you basically start doing all those things like cold showers, making your bed, cooking good food, going to the gym, doing this, doing that. Is that actually what you want, or do you want to make money? Because all of those things are not getting you closer to money at all. And if you want to get money, you need to focus on things which only make you money. It's as simple as that.
Andrew, what's the most important business tip?
Don't get legal before you get rich. We're talking about hustling here. I'm telling you the hacks to becoming rich. Do not get legal before you are rich. You can fix your legal bullshit when you've already made money. I know so many people who have registered a company, registered for VAT, registered with the tax man, already have an accountant, and haven't made any money yet. I, in most of my companies, will make $1 million before I'll even consider fucking around with a tax form, talking to an accountant, or registering any fucking companies. All that shit is on the later base until you have proved the viability of your company and you have money coming in. When you're rich and you have money in the bank, then worry about that stuff. Do not waste your time, energy, and money doing all that legal crap before you know anything about whether your business is going to work or not. Don't do that.
So this one is a little bit more controversial, and obviously you should focus on taxes at some point. But the big point here is most people feel too important. You think that the government is going to go after you specifically because you made $30 in sales and you didn't pay your tax yet. They don't care about you. They do not care about you at all. And if you actually focus all your time into the legal things, it will become so complicated. You're going to find out so many new things. I have to pay this, I have to pay that. Maybe I should not start. And you're going to get lost in the detail and not get started at all. And I actually know a lot of people who focus on so many little details that they don't even get started because they think ahead. They think, I need to register a company, I need to do this, I need to do that. I've been talking about exactly this in so many videos, that you cannot allow yourself to focus on any tax issues before making money. However, I did exactly what he said years ago and I fucked up because I went to an extent where it was too much. And I literally made way over $500,000 without having any clue about any taxes at all. I was not focusing on any accounting, none of that. Was that smart? No. Was that a good thing in the end of the day? Yes, because I did make a lot of money through that. However, I lost all of it because I had no clue how to do the accounting part, and I basically didn't keep track of how much money I make, how much the real profit is, and how much in taxes I have to pay. So this is really good beginner advice. However, if you actually are already making sales, it is time to focus on the taxes. And I don't agree that you need to make your first million before actually focusing on your taxes. If you make at least like 20K, you should start thinking about that. So if you consistently see, all right, I actually do see results here, this is something which I'm gonna take serious from now on, that is definitely a moment where you should actually start focusing on all the accounting parts, and you don't have to make it too complicated. But you need to know how much money you're making, how much money you're losing, how the break-even points are, and all of those numbers. Because if you don't know your numbers, the business is going to crush you. There's so many hidden costs which you have no clue about. There's so many fees. You don't even think about the refunds which are gonna come in a month later and are gonna take away from the profits you make right now. So you need to deduct that. You don't need how much fees it's going to cost to convert euros into dollars or into pounds or whatever it is. And you also most likely will forget how much PayPal is taking, how much Shopify payments is taking, how much you're going to pay to your VAs, and all of those little details which all together add up a lot. Especially in a business model like this. If you think you have a 30% margin and you're that great, instantly after taking all of this, you're going to cut that by half and you're going to have 15%. And if you had a 15% profit margin, there's a very high chance that you have zero. So what he just said is super important. However, it only goes to a certain point. And trust me, I learned this the very, very hard way. And I also do think that if I would have focused on so many tax things, I maybe would not be at the point where I'm at right now, because I would make my life too complicated and I would be intimidated by that. So in the end of the day, he's also right about you being able to solve all your problems with the money you actually generate. Because obviously, if you make a lot of profits, you're going to be able to do all the legal stuff. And at the end of the day, even if you have to pay some little fine because you filed the taxes a little bit too late, the fine is going to be so much less than the money you actually make through doing the profits. But that's something else. There's two parts to all of this. The first one is knowing your numbers. How much profit do you make? How much loss do you make? How much revenue? Like all of this. The second part is how do you do all the legal stuff in terms of company, taxes, VAT, just all the legal things. Now the first one, so doing your personal accounting, is actually important earlier. Trust me, you just need to do this. And I'm gonna actually link a case study here to one of my students, which has a really interesting story about exactly this to share. He made a lot of money, lost everything, and then started to make money again, which is normal because you just learn the skill of how to make money. Now, for him, it was a very specific scenario where he thought he's super profitable when in reality he was not. And we actually are talking about that super openly, and I think it's really interesting to actually see the dark parts of dropshipping as well and show that it's not as easy and simple as as you might think it is. So I would definitely recommend checking out this interview. And also, if you want to start working with me one-on-one, you can click the link below, sign up for a free consultation session. We're gonna have a one-on-one call, find out if it's a good fit. And if yes, we're gonna actually start to work in a mentoring program. So click the link below and talk to you there.